afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to your place of chill that is the Coffee Company. We're back. We are back. The weather is shocking. We're in the cold UK. We're back. And yeah, we're going to have a chill day today, as chill as we possibly can do. And yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Yeah. I am not happy to be back from Italy. I'm not happy that Mickey's had to go home, and now we've got to spend all day and night on my own again. But without further ado, let's see who's in the chat today. We're going to have a chill show today, go until 3 p.m, the usual shtick that we like to do. But let's see who's in the house. We have Adrian Stroker's in the house. Good to see her. We got Drew Lala is in the house. Good to see you, miss. Hopefully you're well. We have Jason Bell. Good to see you, sir. Good to see you. YouTube members, Drew Lala and Jason Bell. We got Leo. Hi, Leo. Good to see you, buddy. Hopefully you're well. Hopefully you're good. Hope you had an amazing... Yeah, we'll talk about my holiday, but firstly I need a coffee. Absolutely. Good afternoon, everyone. I think I need to go back to Turkey, and the weather is shocking, isn't it? How did everything go? Hopefully your teeth are fully working, and good to see you, Tom. Hopefully you're well. Not supposed to. No, not supposed to. But before we get into it, let's make myself a coffee. I need a coffee. Let's do it. Let's make myself a coffee. How is everyone? Hope everyone is well. Oh. Shemtan, good to see you. Nice to see you back, healthy and yeah, absolutely. Wait, why is that there? Mickey probably put things in the wrong place. But oh well, she can do that. She can do everything she wants to do. Good to see you, Shantan. Good to see you. Hopefully you're well. Hopefully everyone is well. Make myself a coffee. Everything went fantastic. Yeah, I saw the new profile pic. I saw that. Everyone were absolutely amazing. Good. I'm so happy. Great stuff, mate. Great stuff. Good to see you, Darren. Hopefully you're well, buddy. Hopefully you're well. Good to see you, Rinketic. Hopefully you're well. Good to see you, buddy. Oh, the sun's now finally come out. That's great. Needs the sun to come out. My tree is dying because of the amount of rain and there's no sun. My tree is dying, which is awful. I might need to move it back into the sun though, fully back into the sun. But hopefully, I'm not gonna water it for a week. and hopefully the weather comes out. Let's have a look to see what the weather is. In got sunny few days. Oh, it's just grey. No wonder how do we have trees in this country when it doesn't? Unbelievable. Miss Lovely, Drew La and everyone in chat. Absolutely good to see her, Darren. Right, so yes, I was in Italy last week, and it's much better than this country. And you're probably not surprised, but it is. It's better than this country. And I had some amazing food. How do we do this? We can show you some pictures. I think we can go through some pictures. How do we do that? How do we show pictures and show off? Is it connected to my phone? Library. It is. Okay, can I share that on the screen? We start there. Doesn't it? Absolutely, it does. Absolutely, it does. Can I share the screen? But actually, no, let's stop sharing that. Can we put this in a folder? If we make a new folder quickly. But how's everyone doing today? New albums. File, new folder. Italy with Mickey. Library. So let's put, so starting from there. 1, 2, 3. I didn't take that many photos, to be honest. Do 5. 6. 7. 'Here we go. I'm doing this on the fly, guys. Sorry about this. Hopefully it even works. If it doesn't, we'll have to do one photo at a time. That's absolutely fine. But any comments? Big up, Aki. Good to see you. No, we didn't go to the San Siro. Thanks for posting the amazing stuff. Tons of great looking food as well, my homie. Absolutely, homie. You've seen quite a few of these photos. But for the audience, we're going to post some of the photos. Afternoon, Stew Boy. Good to see you, Stew Boy. Hopefully you're well. Where did we get to? Okay, we got to there. Library. Italy with Mickey. I'm not going to put in that photo. And then this one. Why is this an Why has it done this? Oh, for God's sake. Why has it done this? But good to see you, Jose. Good to see you. Delete albums. So albums. New album. New album. Why has it done this? Why has it done this? This is really annoying. Go walk the dog. Hopefully rain. Hopefully, mate. Hopefully. Good to see you, Jose. Where's Jose? Good to see you. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Hopefully, good to see you, Potato. Good to see you, Andrew Gregory. Hopefully you're all well. Hopefully this is really starting to annoy me. Here we go. We'll start from there. And what we will do is we'll just skip through the photos. There's nothing on there that's awful. So we can just share the pictures. It's fine. It's fine. Present. Share screen. Okay, we can share. Maybe get Brian on it. Yeah, Brian is here. Brian's always here. But asking for Brian to do work with technology. But yeah, we're going to start here. We can probably go because the photo before is me doing that to the thing because the flight was late by 30 minutes. But we're going to start. Of course, the first place I went to was 7 grams, but I didn't actually take a photo of that. Let's move this so I can see what the comments say. I'm going to start that with one of my favourite pizza places in Navigli. And Navigli is the hipster area of Milan, where me and Mickey were staying. And we, of course, started with some Aperol Spritzes. Because... but yeah, really lovely menu, really rustic, sort of but this is the pizza we had. I love it. I love Navigli. I love Navigli so much. But there's my calzone that I had with my Aperol Spritz and my chips. The chips were it's a pizza restaurant, but they did chips anyway. Really tasty. Really tasty. No, mate, I didn't see Emerson. But, I had to take Mickey here. This is a gelateria in Milan. It's one Navigli. I love gelato. Any coffees? Well, I do have some pictures. I have a couple of pictures, but nothing great. But yeah, mostly caffeine is just to sustain me. But that ice cream is unbelievable. Really tasty. There's some more pictures of the granita as well. The ones on the left. Basically, the shortage of Milan. It's basically the short. Chips look shite. They're tasty. They were fried chips, but the pizza was all I was there for. We just needed something for the alcohol. I like gelato, but I don't mean ice cream. Absolutely. Good to see you, Destiny. Hopefully you're well. Good to see you. But there's the cakes in the gelateria. And of course, those are the 2 ice creams we had first. because we had a fairly early dinner. We had a 7:30 dinner, which is early for Milan. But on the left is what I had, which was stracciatella and chocolate fondant, which was absolutely ridiculous. And then Mickey, because Mickey can't have she can't have milk in any way. She can't have milk because she's lactose intolerant. So she had a melon coconut and raspberry granita, which she really loved. It was really tasty, really refreshing. Really refreshing. I've tried blue gelato. It's good. Good to say. How's the weather? Boiling. 29 degrees centigrade. 29 degrees centigrade. Tuning there's pictures of ice cream. Whereas it's your own damn fault, Mark. Sorry, buddy. Sorry. That it was delicious, mate. The ice cream is just ridiculous. There's Ryan. Can't show that, but there is Navigli itself in the day. Big up to all the lactose intolerance. Big up. That is Navigli. That is a picture of Navigli. And you can see why it is the Shoreditch of Milan, because it's a lovely old canal, which people row in any day, every day of the week. Although it looks quite dirty, you can actually swim in that river. You can actually swim in it. People are known to swim in it. Even Milan is actually quite a clean city. But it doesn't look clean because the bottom is green. So it is what it is. But I wouldn't necessarily say to swim in that river. But apparently you can. But people swim in. People go swimming in the Thames by the Docklands. So that's just it. There's obviously Mickey looking at. But there was one of the That was one of the restaurants we went to, and of course that is first dinner. I don't like anchovies. Mickey didn't have this butter, by the way. This is fresh, real anchovies, brown anchovies in olive oil. That is anchovies on bread with fresh Italian butter, freshly whipped butter. And Mickey loves her seafood. So this was like absolute for my dad and for Mickey. This would be absolute heaven. It's not for me because I don't like fish, but that's massively anchovies. They're pilchards, and then it's like marinated in olive oil. Yes, it's pilchards as a fish. I absolutely love anchovies, but that is real Italian anchovies with fresh Italian butter, but she didn't eat the butter. Oh, there we go. That, I need to take a step back. It's one of the greatest things. I've had it twice. One of the greatest things I've ever eaten. That is fresh pasta with porcini mushrooms and a butter and cheese sauce. Only a bit of butter, though. A tiny bit of cheese on it. My God. My God. My God. It's one of the greatest things. Oh. I think my. There we go. That was one of the tastiest things. It's more like an. That's not the tagliatelle I'm used to. I'm much used to it being much thinner. But that was more. It was like halfway between tagliatelle and pappardelle, but it's fresh, which means it's freshly cut. It's not thin ribbons. It's freshly cut with a knife. Absolutely, my God, delicious. I love my seafood, scallops, lobsters, crabs, oysters, anything over my birthday, anniversary. I will be feasting on it. Now stop because my mouth is watering. Don't spill it yet. I'm clumsy. That's the new teeth. Absolutely, it's the new teeth. But that's the wine. That was delicious. Really good bottle of wine. Oh my word. No, I didn't mute it. My mic unplugged when I knocked the thing over and I cleaned. So now it's plugged in again. It's plugged in again. It's plugged in. My God. We were talking with the waiter because everything's day by day in Italy. In the best places. It's day by day. Menu changes every day because of what they've got. Now, I either had tiramisu. So, sorry, Mark, in advance. Sorry, Mark. This was a hot chocolate pudding with a fresh vanilla ice cream that they made today, on that day. That was delicious. If anyone that knows me, everyone knows I like my chocolate. That was godlike. Presentation doesn't look great because I couldn't even take a picture of it. I just threw myself at it. Of course, this is me. Oh, bad picture of Mickey. My fault. But that's me and Mickey in Milan. You all saw Mickey last week on stream, last Monday. But this was us in Milan. As one of the pictures we took together. I prefer muted to be. Oh, that's very nice. That's a picture. That's an amazing picture. That's an amazing picture I took of us. Mostly because Mickey looks gorgeous. It will be banned after the election. Who knows, Mark? Who knows? Anyone will get in at this rate. That's one of my favourite photos I've taken with Mickey. And it's one of my favourite places. My mum was jealous that we were there. It's so beautiful. Look how beautiful it is in the back with the lights on. All the restaurants are out. I love that picture. I want to get that photo framed and put on the wall somewhere. I love that photo. It's a really lovely photo. But in the morning, we were having a coffee. We had a nice coffee. We had a really nice coffee at Orso Nero before we did some shopping. It's a shame Mickey found a really nice dress. It was just too expensive, unfortunately. It was a really lovely dress, and she really liked it. And she probably would have bought it if I had not. I didn't hold it. I said, if you really want it, you can have it. I prefer Brian muted. Why do you prefer Brian muted? Brian's great. So before we did some shopping, Orso Nero in Milan, really good coffee shop. This was a review. So look out, the Duomo. I like the Duomo. It's great. Oh my word, Panzerotto. This is one for you, Mark. This is one for you. My menu consisted of plain pot of noodles 3 times a day last week. Ugh, no. That's not great. That is not great at all. But Panzerotto, basically, for all those that don't know, a Panzerotto is a pizza that's been a really small pizza with that's wrapped up into a calzone and either put in the oven or deep fried. It's a bit like a savoury donut in a way because it's a different type of pizza dough. It's not the same stretchiness as like a normal Italian pizza because it doesn't need to stretch because you need to roll it. It's a bit thicker and a bit lighter. So, which is why you get that sort of really crisp. But obviously, I had ham and cheese because it's bloody delicious. And Mickey had one with olives, capers, and tomatoes. Delicious. Tomato, capers, and olives. Mickey loves olives. She loves her olives. That looks good. Yeah, that was delicious. Delicious. That was so good. So good. There is after we went to the Duomo to have Panzerotto, we went and had a walk around Brera, which is one of the fashion districts of Milan. It's really expensive there. They are allowed. Yeah, there we go. But this is the walkway from the Duomo to Brera. So this is a really beautiful street in Milan. It's more of like a normal business district, but this is 2 minutes from the Scala, and there's a picture of Mickey in her summer outfit because it was boiling hot, but she looks absolutely gorgeous as she always does. My lovely Mickey. This is a shop we went to. And this was another shop we went to. This was like heaven for me. This is a vintage Disney shop and Italian signs, like signs, Disney things, anything. Sticky toffee cheese is absolutely banging. Good to hear. Good to hear. Good to hear. But this was a shop that I tried to look for an Eeyore, couldn't find one, and these were some glasses that I found. But yeah, that's us looking like me looking like a total idiot with my bucket hat and my shorts, looking at some really expensive Versace glasses or Versace, and Mickey looks gorgeous as always. Right. Good colours there. Good colours, absolutely. Absolutely. Right. Sorry, Mark, again. I just need to apologise to Mark. This was a very famous pasticceria called Pasticceria Rugalo, I believe it's called. I can't remember the name. Let's find Max. Gattulo. So all fresh pasticceria. And there are actually ones without sugar. Nothing wrong with a bucket. Nothing wrong with a bucket. It's just me that there were some sugar-free ones. Because in Italy, in a proper country, they actually have options where people that have things like diabetes, lactose intolerance, vegan, people can actually eat there because it's not like, oh, I can't eat anything here. No, not in Italy. In Italy, they actually try and help people. So you can find, if you are diabetic in Italy, because there are people that are diabetic in Italy, you're not feel like, oh, I can't be part of the culture. So there are, like, you can be diabetic. It's so easy to have a dietary requirement in Italy. The fruit cake in the top right. Oh yeah, that was gorgeous. That looks gorgeous. I do agree with you. Ones without sugar, ones are allowed. But this is the thing with Italy. Dietary requirements aren't scoffed upon. If you're vegan, you're vegan. That's just the way it is. Well, our walk lasted about 5 minutes. Yeah, unfortunately, Shem. Unfortunately, mate. Come and sit down. My God. Look at these cakes. That's horrible. Ban diabetics. What? It's not very nice. Not very nice. But yeah, that's a coffee we had. Coffee wasn't great, to be honest. But the cornetto isn't just an ordinary cornetto or croissant. Wait, you want yourself to be banned? Okay then. Inside the croissant was an apple strudel. So it's a croissant on the outside, apple strudel in the... Beautiful. Beautiful. Love all that food. I would need to come back over where I need 2 seats to sit with you. Sit on the plane, absolutely. But you eat so cheaply. You eat so cheaply. So for all of this, 2 croissants, 2 coffees, and 3 cakes. In London, that would be minimum 35 quid. Minimum 35 quid. In Italy, 16. Half the price. I don't understand it. I don't want to make this look like I'm ungrateful for living in the UK, because I am grateful to live in the UK. I'm grateful to live in the UK. That is unacceptable. Half the price to have all that. The coffees, the Americano would be £3. The Americano would be £3. The cappuccino would be £4. The croissants would be £5 each, something like that. It would be £30. It would be £30 to have that in the UK. And it was 16. It's not acceptable. It's unbelievable. Love the patterns they make with milk in the coffee. Yeah, it's not a great one. It was what it needed. And here is another thing. I had a chocolate and raspberry swirl. I had a cannolo, and I had Mickey had a meringue because she can have a meringue. She can have a meringue, and it's a heart-shaped one. So yeah, it's all the food. It's just ridiculous. This blew me away. People don't realise how expensive London is. How much is an afternoon tea in Milan, Ben? Not a lot. Not a lot. This is a new car that I've never seen before. Experienced the worst takeoff on Saturday afternoon. Scared the life, mate. It was frightening. Oh, God. Hopefully you're all right. This is the brand new Fiat Topolino that is available in Europe at the moment, and it's coming to the UK at the end of the year, I believe. This is the brand new electric city car from Fiat. It is a two-seater. It's a 60 kilometers an hour. Is the top speed of it. It's basically, remember the G-Wiz? Remember the G-Wiz? It's basically Fiat's version of that, but of course they've got much better battery lives now and much better safety features. There are two cars in this. There is the Fiat, no, it's the Citroen Ami, and there's the Fiat Topolino. They're the two main ones at the moment. They're the main two companies that have come up with this design. But it's tiny. It's basically the size of my table. It's small. It's tiny. Like you can see, that's a Tesla to scale. It's tiny. It's an amazing thing. That looks cool. Is that going forwards or backwards? That is going forward. So that's the front of the car. That's the front of it. Remember, left-hand drive. It's amazing. If this country was flat and I didn't live up ahead, I would totally have one of those. I'll totally have one of those. You can park it anywhere. Amazing stuff. This was a pizza place. This was called Crocca. This is a place Mary took us. And you can see the bases at the back, what they make the bases on. You can see how crispy they are. Look how crispy those bases are. They've pre-made the base, but it's really crispy. And then when you have the pizza, it looks something like that. I'm not saying I'm totally against electric cars, but I don't want electric cars forced on people. People should have the choice whether they want to have a petrol car or an electric car. Diesel cars should go. Diesel cars should go because they're awful for the environment. Like, absolutely awful. And but I'm totally for electric cars if there is a choice whether you can have them or not. But this was a pizza at Crocca. And there's a couple of pizzas there. This was the pizza Mickey had. It was a vegan margarita because, again, Mickey's lactose intolerant. The vegetarian or the vegan mozzarella alternatives are so good now. But there we go. Looks light and fluffy. And I gave her some of the olives and the artichokes that were on my pizza because she likes those. I usually give Mickey my olives because she loves olives. It's the olive theory. That was a poster in the Museum of Culture. That was, more ice cream. And that's the thing. You think that's a really tasty looking ice cream. That was vegan. Chocolate fondant is vegan. Dark chocolate. No milk. vegan looks amazing. You can be vegan in Italy. So you think the culture that says, oh, I hate vegans, there's vegan options everywhere. You can have it. You can have it. And it's great. And, of course, that's the flight home. And that is the slideshow of all the pictures. But, yeah, we had a good flight. The flight was so easy. Into London City on Saturday evening? No, Friday evening. That's the problem with the electric cars. No good. The problem with electric cars is forcing them on people. That's the problem with electric cars. If you force electric cars on people, it's a bad idea. Especially with electric cars, you have to change the batteries every 5 years, which makes them not very good for the environment. So people like to say that electric cars are really good for the environment. They're not. They're not good for the environment because you have to mine the... no, they shouldn't. Until battery technology, and you can fix batteries degrade. Unlike engines will never degrade. You can fix an engine by taking it apart and resealing it. But an electric car, you have to change the batteries every 5 years because, like on a phone, it'll be like what Apple have done with the phones. You can see after 2 years, your battery life. It doesn't just like start going off a tiny. It goes like that, and you have to change your phone. So it's looks like it was a fantastic trip. I'm never having an electric car. Unfortunately, Tom, that is what's going to happen. That is what's going to happen. They're going to force electric cars on people. And they will start phasing out petrol engines. And that's not good. That's really not a good thing. I could go on a big rant about electric cars, but I won't. Got to find out yourself. I'll happily have a rant. I won't. Electric cars are brilliant. They're brilliant things, but they're not ready yet. They were only really developed 5-6 years ago. They're going to have to take time until you're like, but that's the thing. Anchovies and olives are a must for my pizza, but well, not a must, but a preference. So, yeah, if you like them. Most thing about electric cars is in the US is that all cars here are huge and the electric versions weigh as much as a tank. Yes, they do. Mostly because a lot of the electric cars, especially Teslas, have to be made for the American market. So they're too big for the... a Tesla can't get over... A Tesla can't get over certain bridges in the UK because the width restrictors. If you have a Tesla, you can't go to Clay Hall Broadway. It's just width restrictors. They've not thought it through. I won't be on this earth then. Say if you haven't got electric, they're going to force it on you. They will be doing it. Electric cars are a brilliant thing, but the world is not ready for them in the scale they want. Because they want Jaguar to stop in making petrol cars from next year. There will no more petrol Jaguars from 2025. How in 5 years, when it was it 2050 is the promise to go fully net zero on carbon emissions? It's not long enough. It's not long enough. You have to take every single industry. Every single industry needs to be redone because you have to literally gut the entire country. It's not possible. It's not, and that's just the bottom line. You can't go net zero by 2050. And some lunatics want us to go net zero by 2030. It's just not possible. It's not possible, guys. And anyone that thinks it is possible is lying. And they don't know. But rant over. See, I've lost. Probably because where's my rant? In Sommersett, they have a free pass. All cars will run on Zoider. That works. If you can make apples into biodiesel, fair play. I know you can use chip fat to make biodiesel. Everyone should drive classics. Oh, would you be Cuba? We'll be Cuba. But yeah, any questions? You can still distill the Zoider into ethanol. Yeah, absolutely. I do love the electric retro cars. I must admit, they're great. They're great. Carbon leakage is just mad. Let's shut down all of our industry, instead buy China imports. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. In Malmo, the buses use old food rest. Absolutely. That's good. That's good. And someone I know ran his van on chip fat for years. Yep, you can do it. But it's, when you run out of fish and chip shops, there has to be another alternative. The Japanese have built. The Japanese, I think, have it right. I think the Japanese have it right with going, instead of going with electric cars, going with hydrogen cars. That's, I think, is the future. It's whether you can make one that can do. It's about the network. How many you need to start building hydrogen power stations, and the hydrogen that's not going to explode, because if hydrogen explodes, that's a problem. But I think the Japanese have it right in terms of Honda, Nissan, and Mazda are all developing hydrogen engine cars. I think there was they've made a pact together. They did a pact together. So we're gonna work. We're gonna get all of our minds together, and we're gonna develop a hydrogen engine cars because three companies work three different ways. Subaru as well, because Subaru works on boxer engines, Mazda works on rotary engines, and Toyota works with inner line engines like straight sixes and things. So the three of them are developing their motors, but in hydrogen. That's the idea of it. So they're all going to work together. Off to Woodford Odeon to see in a while to see Bad Boys. Awesome. Trouble is with hydrogen, it takes more. Yep, it's another one. There's another problem they're going to have to figure out. They're going to have to figure it out. I originally thought the what's it called? The future. They actually had it right. I think personally, with what Fisker did, the Fisker Karma, was it's an electric car, but it had a petrol engine. So when you ran out of electricity, you can turn the two-cylinder petrol, like four-cylinder petrol motor on, and it would charge the battery. It would charge the batteries rather than driving the car. I think that's what I would say the future is, because you would still have an electric car that you would charge. But you would have, in case you would have a petrol motor. And of course, having things like solar panels on your cars. Oh, just a sec. Oh. Oh, yeah, had to take that call. Just developed a new petrol engine that is apparently incredibly efficient. I haven't seen that, but yeah, the future is flying skateboards. I saw it in Back to the Future. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. But here's the it's just there are some Toyotas are meant to work in hybrid cars. In Stockholm Central from next year, you're not allowed to drive diesel inside certain areas. Diesel's not a good fuel to use. That was a massive lie. That diesel's good fuel. They stopped people using petrol engines to make diesel engines, and it's just another lie. What happens if in a few years this whole current craze is a lie as well? The future is orange. Yeah, the future is orange. But plug-in hybrids are a good thing. Plug-in hybrids are good because it works on the same principle, having it plug-in work together, electric and petrol together. Catalytic converters, maybe. Electric thing, I agree. They can't force it. They should sell it. Absolutely. I thought the future was Lily White. No, it's never Lily White, mate. Never Lily White. Mm. Yeah, it is, Mark, but that's toxic. Oh, it is. It is toxic. But we'll allow it. It's not Lily White until Ben and Brian take over. Absolutely. It's not even me. I'm the worst person to take over the Lily White. I need other people. I'm just a theorist. But how is everyone doing today? What did everyone think of the pictures? What was everyone's favourite picture? Yeah. But yeah, I do love those pictures. The picture of Mickey and me, and Mickey and I, sorry, at Navigli is a beautiful guy. I need to get that picture put up and figure out how to do it. Okay. Yeah. Not the cakes. The cakes are great. I enjoyed listening about Milan. I wanted to go. Some people have told me it's every big city's dirty, other than the Scandinavian countries, but they're freakishly clean. You need a bit of dirt. You need a bit of dirt. Milan is actually quite clean now. Milan is quite clean now. They're cleaning it up quite well. Yeah. Yeah. Need to find a way I can get that picture. Looking through. Morning all. Good to see you. Took my bad to Ancient Aliens last night. That was so. What the documentary on History Channel. Blatant plug-in. Love it. Love it. Absolutely. Don't forget, Evening Brews will be live at 6 p.m. UK time on Tottenham Tour. Johnny will be joining. Absolutely. You're allowed to plug. Photos, pasty. Oh, yeah. That's a good time, actually, because I'll be on my way home. They did a live panel for those guys. Yep, Ancient Aliens live. Pasta Too Thick, you were in it. If they know pasta better than you, the home of pasta. Have you been to Nice? No, I've not been to Nice. I'd like to go to it at some point. What pasta was too thick? My pasta wasn't too thick. That was perfect. It was razor thin. It was wide and thin. My favourite. You were in Italy. Pasta was definitely not too thick. Definitely wasn't too thick. Yep, he is allowed to. He is allowed to. We are co-owners of that channel. And anything that we can plug that channel. I like Tagliatelle, those round and those. Yes. Do you mean penne or do you mean the even wider one? I can't remember what that's called. There's quite a few. Damn, I will miss that one. Oh, the show tonight. Okay. Not a problem. Not a problem. You can always watch it back. It's only an hour show. Penne, yeah. No, definitely allowed. Warranted too. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I've seen that. Those guys, the guy with the really frizzy hair. That meme is just brilliant. I bet that was really fun, actually. Maybe, I'm not sure. I can't remember. I can't remember all the pastas. But we have 4 minutes left. What would everyone like to talk about? Mrs. at home today, so limited. YouTube like a chub. Boo. Bad boys can wait. Absolutely. Bad boys can wait. Yeah. How much roughly overall have you been in Italy? I don't know. I don't know. All I can tell you is I've now been to Milan 29 times. And I've been to Rome twice. So that's 32. I've been to Sicily twice. So 34. I've been to 34. I've been to Alba. So it's 35. I have been to Torino once. I've been to Capri, so 36. I've been to Capri and Amalfi. Yeah, I've been to Italy quite a lot. But to sit there on YouTube viewing, pretty interesting. They take themselves seriously, but not too serious, which is good. Viewing, absolutely. Huge love, everyone. I've lost my voice, and everyone finds, please send it back to me. Woo! There's your voice. Big enough. You sure you don't want to? I would probably move to Italy. You said it was not Vietnam. I thought Italy knows more. Yeah, I don't think I said that. It's probably the fact you have a drink and put the household budget on a super chat. Absolutely. Haven't seen her for a week. It's nice. You know what they say, happy wife and all that. Everyone send Phil P a woo. We're about to end the show. Woo! But yes, how many have you visited? Many stadiums there. I've been to 3. I've been to San Siro. I've been to Allianz Stadium for Juventus, and I've been to the Stadio Franchi. So yeah, I've been to a few stadiums there, Tweak. I've been to a few stadiums. But I want to go to a few more. I want to go to Como Stadium. I want to go to see Bari. I want to see Park. I want to do that tour. Woo! Brian, you coming back to the UK? Brian will be back for his nephew's bar mitzvah next year, I believe it is. I believe it's next year. His nephew's bar mitzvah. But apart from that, no. And I don't want Brian to come back because he is happier in Canada. And people should want their friends to be happy. So yes. So he's coming back for his nephew's bar mitzvah. And Brian should stay in Canada because he loves Canada. But thank you all so much for watching today's show. We will be back tomorrow at 2 p.m, the usual time, for the Coffee Company. Tottenham on Tour will, of course, be live at 6 o'clock UK time. And it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Thank you all so much for watching today's show. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great rest of your day. And as always, if you smell what the cough is brewing. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Ciao for now.
A little different than all the rest. I'm quite old-fashioned, wear a hat, sometimes play chess. And when I'm out, I'm looking for that vintage fling. But all complexions that I adore, so hard to find, these seem impossible to